Hi everyone, Laura Lynn from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Welcome to Weekend Project. We're going to do an embroidered little zippered pouch. Easy enough to carry snacks, pencil crayons, toys, you name it. Easy enough for kids. Be right back. Hi everyone. We're going to take a moment just to come over to this side of the machine so I can show you how to set up the personal embroidery. I look after a couple of kids sometimes after school, and they wanted something to bring their snacks in for here or something like that, something easy. So I told them I'd do them embroidered bags. So this very cool blue scaly sort of fabric here, I'm going to do for the young man Blake who comes here. I'm going to get my co-assistant to come around. I've already selected the size hoop that I have, which is SQ14. This is just what's for this machine, so I made sure I've selected it on my main screen here. I'm going to go back to my home and select the alphabet that I would like to make the letters the size for his name, because I've got this big hoop here and this big strip of fabric. I have adhered interfacing or fusible webbing, sorry, is for the back here to help keep the stitches in place. So now my really main question is, what sort of font do I want to use? I got Gothic, Script, Baja's, Gallant, Typist, Jupiter, Hollow Block, you name it. I can even just do 2-letter embroidery or 3-letter embroidery, like for monogramming. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. There's even just a couple of little tiny little pictures. So let's do something, looks a little fancy. Let's try Gallant. And we're going to try and make it large because I want it to be nice and big. So I've capitalized the B, small for the rest of it. So BLAKE for Blake, right? That's how I spell Blake. Perfect. Look how big that is, right in the center. So here's my opportunity. I can take this and pop it anywhere I like, or make copies, or even make it bigger. I have used the largest font that it's been selected. I could use this button right here and increase it another 20%, and that just stretches it, or even decrease it another 20% from the 100. You know, you can tweak it to any way it's going to fit. So I'll keep it back at the 100%. There we go. Okay, so select, and I want it in the upper corner a bit, because when I fold this over to make the little zippered pouch, I want to make sure that that embroidery is nice right here on the top for his name, because this is going to be our little zippered pouch, right? So now I'm going to take this, now that I've selected this, where will this go? Always use your stylus. Hit OK. It's going to go to the main screen, and then we're going to go to quilt it. Stitch it up. I'm always quilting. Okay, so you take this and you place it in your little frame. Make sure you're centering it up. I could have had it so the pattern was this way, like most of this, but I wanted it the opposite. That's just the way it goes. Apparently Mr. Clive would like a cameo in this weekend's performance. Right, Mr. Clive? Meow. All right, so I'm popping it in my frame, securing it nice and tight with the little tight nut on the bottom here. And then I'm going to lock it. I've already changed my plate and my foot and everything else out for embroidery. This is an embroidery and sewing machine. So I'm just going to slip it under here. Mind me for a moment. I'm going to get up and make sure it's locked in place. Make sure it's in there right. There we go. Don't want anything messing up here. Okay. And once I hit the start button, it's going to go to its secure predestined area and start its stitching. Okay. I put black in the bobbin on the bottom and purple on top because purple is one of his favorite colors. So, and I don't blame him because I love purple too. So I'm going to hit the start button. It's going to mosey on over, and it's going to start away. Sort of, or not. One moment here. 4 times the charm. Oh, perfect. I'm not sure if it was bobbin or thread issue or what have you, or even needle issue, but I changed it all. Just preventive medicine. So there we go. Now it's stitched up Blake. It's going to look lovely. Awesome. It's only going to take 4 minutes to stitch up. And then I'm going to pretty much put a quick little zipper on it, and off we go. We're done. nice and special to have your own little zippered pouch. I mean, you know it's your snack, you know it's your stuff in it. Hopefully people will keep their little paws off of it. It's got your name on it. Highly unlikely, but you never know. I really like that text I used. I think it was script, wasn't it? Awesome. Like I say, never get frustrated. You may get frustrated a little bit. Just troubleshoot it. I mean, you have a manual, and there's always the interweb, always willing to help you. So, if that didn't work, those few little things that I changed, I would have went searching. And then cried. A little bit. Okay. I should have them tomorrow after school, so I will be sure to give it. I have one more to make for his little sister. Be sure to give it to them tomorrow as a little surprise. So when they come on Monday or Tuesday next week, sometimes they get a Monday, they'll have their little snacks in their bags or whatever their little bags with their name on it. Only 2 more minutes left. And I just picked up a little $1.50 zipper. Sometimes you can find them for less than $1. Sometimes a 10-pack for $5. Grab it. These are perfect for little projects like this. And if you don't have an embroidery machine, you can always free motion. You can put an applique of their name on. You can zigzag their name on. You know, there's lots of stuff you could do. Or even things that they like. I know he likes Beyblades. We were playing with that the other day. That was kind of fun. You can always put little characters of their favorite things, like, you know, what's so popular now? Paw Patrol. Yes, Paw Patrol is very popular. You have just a big paw. That would be awesome. Now remember, if you have any suggestions for the weekend projects, or you know, have any ideas or something you want to see or work on or whatever, please let me know. Comment. Don't forget to tell your friends and like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I just want to be famous. A little bit. Almost done. Just doing the E. Then I'll have to change my plate real quick and my foot, because this is my embroidery foot on. And that'll just take a moment or two. But I'm not going to change the thread colors. I'm just going to sew with the purple and the black. Very nice. And that is it, my friends. I'm going to move back. I'm going to unhook it. And then I'm going to let it reset itself. Go back to its sewing machine mode. Okay. And the arm has to be shut before it sews. So here's my other plate. I have 2 plates, one for regular sewing and one for embroidery. I'm just going to pop that out. And I did give it a good blast with the duster. The air compressor, like, it's talking to me. Keep it handy for getting all the little fluffs out. It's amazing how sometimes just one little piece of dust can wreck your whole project. So we'll put my regular sewing machine foot back on, or base plate, okay? And then in here is my other foot. And my screwdriver's here. Takes just a moment. I'm not trying to get more things complicated in my way. Okay. Oh, no, that goes up in there. When I first got the machine, I'll tell you a little funny story. When I first got the machine, the beginning of November, beginning of December, November, I don't remember. Anyways, it wasn't too long ago. It came with a whole bunch of feet. In this whole big box, it came with feet. But lo and behold, do you think I could find the embroidery foot? No, it's hiding in the top here. Yeah, 2 days look for it. Okay, anyways, so now that that's switched, I'm going to loosen the little nut that I've tightened on my frame. Okay, pop this out. Okay, look how cute that is. It's fantastic. It's awesome. And this is just peel stuff off. It's gonna rip. It's not even gonna, you know what I mean? It's not even gonna get in the way. It's just the way it goes. That's why I chose this stuff, so it just embroider his name. Like I say, if you had any, like dinosaurs or cats or something, you could have totally put a dinosaur and a cat on there. Save this for another project, another tiny project. Don't waste. Okay, I'm just gonna move my frame off to the side here. And then off to our little baggie. So you take your right side together. Okay. We're going to take our zipper. It's going to sit this way, but I want it to pin it so we don't have to use all of the end, but when we sew, we got to make sure we're sewing, or we can move it this way so we're not sewing over the metal bit there. Okay. And we can always limit the front part. Oops, wrapped around some threads here. That never happens here. Okay, so we're just going to toss in a couple of pins. Sew on one side, sew on the other, and then we're going to sew down each side and then box out the bottom just a little bit. Okay? So I am going to open the zipper all the way. Makes it easier to sew, for sure. Okay. We'll do one side first and then the other. Okay. It's just a quick little sew down. Nothing exciting. Oops. Press your foot attached. Yes, it is. A little back dance step in there. And you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Alrighties. Okay, now the zipper head, I can feel it. It's getting close, so I'm going to lift my foot, move the zipper head over to, and on the other side of the foot, if I could get it to work with me here. I didn't really want to. Come here. Fighting with me. Okay. Back down. There we go. Don't forget to back step. Always back step. Okay. I'm going to move that zipper and I'm going to stitch there again because the zipper head was right in the way and I was finding it very annoying. Okay, so that's shifted. See how that shifted there? I don't want to leave that. It's because the zipper head was in the way. So I'm just going to rip that out real quick. Okay, and re-sew that. All right. Make sure you go past the first line that you had started, okay? So nothing's going to fall apart. Okay. So there's one side right done right there. Okay. So I'm going to open this up and pin the other side, but you have to do it from the inside, right? Because you don't want any of that raw seam on the outside. Pin her all up. Okay. Remember to move the zipper head so it doesn't get in the way of your foot. There is sometimes a zipper foot for your machine. Not sometimes. There is most likely a zipper foot for your machine. And that gets really in close too if you wanted to. But this will do the same job. Just have to move the head. Alrighty. Now we're going to sew down there. Take your pins out as you go. Do not sew over your pins. And And of course, if they had chippies, the chippies would have to go in a plastic baggie first and then could go into this bag, right? But I mean, if they just had an apple or something, it could go in the bag. I mean, because they have a couple of snacks for school and then they have something for my house, right? Sometimes we go and get a treat. Only sometimes. Okay, now that zipper head's going to become a problem. So I'm going to try and get it to the other side. Alright. Might have to do some wiggling. May even have to put your zipper foot down, or your foot down. Do a little back step. Okay. Cut it and move it. There. Okay, don't zipper it all the way, even though you have it the sides still to do, but you just want to make sure you're doing it the best you can. And it's going to be nice and sturdy. Alright. Because you got to think, they're going to be opening and closing this all the time to get in their snackies. Okay? So now that, here, I'll do the zipper across the top so you can see how the bag is there so far. So all we have to do is the sides. And then that's easy peasy, right? So back open it goes. Okay. Go about midway. Flip it. Okay. Line this up. You can either just eyeball it or pin it. It's so short right now. I think just a good little pin. And a good back step at the top there, and we're rocking. Same with the other side. And you can just leave it like that, like a little pencil case or something, or even like a little dolly bag or what have you. I mean, there's so many things that you can make with just a couple of bits of fabric and a zipper. I mean, all right, so line that up. Make sure it's lined up nicely. If you have to throw in a couple pins, please do so. Alright, okay. I think I might do that. No, I assume good. Okay. So go from just below the zipper, where the zipper meets up, right? You don't want to sew that. So go right below it. Yep, see where my needle foot just went down, or my needle. Okay. Okay. Back step a little smidgy. There we go. See, there it is now. Of course, it's inside out. But like I said, you could totally leave it like this and snip this off and be done with it. But since I want to box out the corners just a little bit so the bag will sit, but not too much, right? Just a smidge. So I think I'm only going to do about 1 inch. I'm just going to eyeball it here. Do a little cut. Do a little cut. Do a little cut, do a little cut, and then meet those up. I know it's not a big box bottom, but it's just enough to, you know, not to squish your stuff. Okay, so make sure you meet those two edges together. Okay, and then we're going to sew that down across. One more. I was really thinking about cutting that one or not. Did it get wrapped up there? Oh, I did. It's okay. Me fixed. 1 second, sorry. And we'll do the other side, and then we will be done. And thank you very much for joining me for this little weekend project. Quick and easy, and something that everybody would love to have. Something embroidered with their name on it. And if you can't embroider, don't have a machine to embroider, contact me. I'll do it for you. Machine's here to be used, man. Let's use it. Goes with the long arm. If you have a quilt top and want to quilt it, contact me. Would love to do it for you. Okay, so we're snipping and snoo this. Gone. Done. Don't need it. Okay. There we go. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? That's fantastic. Who would want a little bag with their name on it just for them? Like, really? Isn't that great? Blake. Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for joining me for this weekend's project, making a little zippered pouch. And I'm very happy you stayed with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell all your buddies. Thank you. Stay tuned for next week. Bye-bye.